one of my most requested recipes, sweet pineapple empanadas. So I'm gonna start my dough for making pineapple empanadas by adding 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of grated piloncillo. You grab your knife and then you just chisel it. And it's actually really satisfying. We only need a tablespoon, but now I'm having fun here. Then I'm gonna mix this a little. So I'm adding 1/4 cup of unsalted butter that I already diced and 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. And then you're just gonna mix like this, and you're gonna squeeze the butter and vegetable shortening into the flour until you get a little bit of a like coarse meal. What people used to add to the dough was pulque, which is kind of a fermented drink in the style of beer. I like to add some light beer, and I'm adding it little by little as I mix it, and it's gonna help it rise and leaven. So it will give it a very light texture as it fluffs and puffs a little. And I just wanna make sure that you know that this dough does not have to be perfect. See how it's a little lumpy? We're gonna wrap it in plastic and put it in the refrigerator anywhere from 1/2 hour to like 24 hours. Let's get the pineapple filling going. Just gonna remove the top, the bottom, all of the outside. And I also wanna remove all of these little eyes. I'm going to cut it up into small bite-sized pieces, but I'm gonna remove the core. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think that the 2 most popular sweet empanadas are the pineapple and the pumpkin. And the great thing is that if you make enough of a filling for both, you have extra mermelada, marmalade, or jam. So juicy. Okay, so I'm adding 1 cup of piloncillo, which is like 7 ounces, and I already grated it. And I'm gonna keep it over high heat for like 6 to 7 minutes until the pineapple really starts letting out most of its juices and it starts bubbling. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get my orange and my lime ready because I need to get some really delicious taste from both of them, and I need pectin. So pectin is a substance that is found in the rind, in the core, and many times the seeds of fresh fruit. And pectin kind of helps achieve that deliciously jammy, gelatinous texture that you find in jam or mermelada, marmalade. We have the sweet, it's the tropical sweet from the pineapple. And then we have the very rustic, kind of barnyardy sweet from the piloncillo. So this is gonna help contrast and add like another dimension. Now I'm gonna remove the pith and the white parts of the orange and the lime because we don't want that much bitterness. And then you go in between the membranes like this. Okay, so now I'm adding all of these in here. Then what's gonna happen is I'm wrapping my rind packet just like this. Then this is gonna be very easy to fish out. So now you see why it was really good to wait until all the juices started to come out, because these need somewhere to sit. So now we're gonna reduce to medium-low, and it's gonna cook here anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And while this is happening, I'm gonna get my dough ready into empanada portions. I have my dough that's been resting. I'm going to separate it into 18 pieces. And I'm gonna cut this dough into about 3 even pieces. It smells so good. This is not very even, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut each of these 3 pieces into 3, each of the 3 pieces into 2, and then I'm just shaping them into balls. The balls don't have to be perfect, and the dough feels nice. It already feels a little springy. Okay, so now I'm gonna let these rest for about 10 minutes, and let's check to see how the pineapple filling is doing. So as you can see, the pineapple filling is ready. I can remove the rind packet, but I'm going to squeeze any and all syrup that may be in there. Look at the beauty. We have very little syrup that got nice and thick, and we can see the bottom of the pan. It leaves a trail. And I'm adding some flour to my hands and some flour to my rolling pin. And now I'm gonna grab. Oh, this is now so much softer than it was before. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but this I learned from the bakers in Mexico. So you roll it a few times and you just rotate. And I do like my empanadas chubby with a lot of filling. So I'm going to add a very generous 1.5 tablespoons, and I'm adding it right in the center, just like this. I mean, just look at this color. It is like pure sunshine. Add a little bit of water with my fingers all around because I want to seal the empanada as I close it, just like this. Then I want to press really well. You don't want the filling to come out. Once you have the empanada like this is the folding method. Go like that with the index, press with your thumb. And then we're giving it a beautiful shape, regardless of how you roll the dough. You want to do egg wash all over. And this is going to give it an even more crispier texture with the granular sugar. These are gonna bake in the oven at 350, anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. Empanadas are super ready. I like to sprinkle a little bit more of the cinnamon sugar on top when they're hot. I'm hoping the taste delivers as much as the smell, because the smell is so delicious. It's really good, sturdy dough, but I bet when I bite, it's gonna be soft in the middle.